Alfred, I swear to God, if you were in my room again, I'm gonna be so mad. Wait, what is that? What? That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. A Kickstarter?
Wait, are those made of ceramic? No. Are those silky smooth textures? No! Those better not come in various color options! No! Unique? Crazed? Why are they crazy? Why is the music getting more intense? I don't like this. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Is it gonna mention backlighting? Enhanced backlight? Compatible with Cherry MX switches. They're ceramic keycaps. No, this is not a toilet bowl masquerading as a keyboard. These are ceramic keycaps. And wait, what? Why is it not working? Oh man, we're gonna get back to this one. Howdy hey, I'm Hipyo Tech. I have a cold and I generally make videos about plastic keycaps and keyboards. I don't know why the cold was relevant. But you can get keycaps in a bunch of different designs. Out of all of the videos I've ever made, this had me the most excited of anything. These are ceramic keycaps. They're incredibly unique, very, very clean, and they sound amazing.
Sock. Yum yum sock. I like sock.
But I'll show you all of that very soon, so stick around. Oh, but like any video, we run into some problems. And to tackle some of those problems, I might be bringing out some very weird DIY antics in the form of a pen spring? Oh yeah, I'm also going to be building a keyboard, the Keychron Q2, so stick around. So before I get to one of the thockiest keyboards I've ever built, let's first get to the background that you're going to be seeing throughout this video. And as a bonus, I'll even give you some Hipyo Tech backstory. So in front of you, you're seeing the Bob Ross desk mats that were sent to me for free by Kono Store. These are officially licensed and honestly incredible. As a proper Bob Ross simp, I've done lots of Bob Ross paint-alongs, and I'll even show you some paintings here in a second. But you can get these in stock down at the link in the description, and they're only 30 bucks, so maybe consider checking them out. Okay, and now here's my art because a lot of people wanted to see it when I was streaming, so I did this little art. It's a little cherry tree. This is acrylic painting, and I was kind of proud of it. And then this was a bigger one, more in like a Bob Ross style. It's not that good, but you know what? I made it and I'm proud of it, so there you go. Don't worry, I did not forget about the ceramic keycaps and pen spring. We are getting to those soon enough. But on our way there, make sure you hit the subscribe button because 73% of you aren't subscribed. And guess what? Subscribing is free. If you like that artwork, hit subscribe. YouTube might have even unsubscribed you, so here's an extra howdy hey. Anyways, in this video, we're building the Keychron Q2. This is a pretty decent budget board, and I'll have it linked down below, and I'll also have my video on it in the top right. This is a 65% keyboard with a knob, which gives us, yeah, it's a knob, we like knobs. This gives us a decent palette, and the keycaps that we're going to be using don't have the most layout support, so I couldn't get too crazy with it. Also, I have a reference of what it sounds like with some other keycaps, and you'll be hearing that later in the video as a nice little comparison. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I'm moving soon, and I didn't want to have to get comparisons by building a keyboard multiple times, so, you know, we're saving some time here. By moving pretty soon, I mean I'm literally moving in 4 days after recording this, and I haven't packed at all. Please help. So anyways, very anxious Hipyo doing a voiceover here. This keyboard has epic RGB gamer time, which we're going to be putting to the test with those ceramic keycaps. I saw from their Kickstarter that they look really good with RGB, so yeah, let's test that. So next we're going to be testing the switches. Now I say test because this is actually a bit of a test here, and I'll tell you why. As we'll see later in the video, these keycaps are pretty heavy, so I wanted to see how far I could push them as far as light springs go. These are Gateron Milky Pro Reds, and they suffer from a 45-gram actuation force. These aren't the lightest switches ever, but they are on the lighter side compared to a lot of enthusiast stuff, so they might not go up and down properly with these heavier keycaps. Wait, what? Why? But that won't be a problem, right? These are the lighter version of one of my favorite switches, the Gateron Milky Yellow, and these might actually be taking a spot in my switch repertoire as my favorite. You can use code Hipyo at the link down below to save 5% at my affiliate. I did buy these switches myself though. So now I'm going to painstakingly install every switch by hand and make you watch every waking second of it, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it when I install these switches. Ooh, look at you go. Just kidding. I'm gonna use some magic. Wow. Oh, yeah, there we go. You really thought I was gonna make you watch every switch getting put in? That'd be absolutely insane. Sorry, my voice is hoarse. These are the Key white ceramic keycaps. Well, actually, it's a brown cardboard box with the keycaps inside of it, but that's really not the point here. Let me just start with a huge disclaimer. This is a Kickstarter. All Kickstarters are not guaranteed to fulfill their stuff, so don't back a Kickstarter unless you're willing to take on some risk. Normally I wouldn't even accept a review for one of these products as I don't like group buys, but I figured this is unique enough that I'll allow a group buy format. Like it's not just another GMK recolor. So as I mentioned before, these were sent to me for free by Key, and I have an affiliate link in the description. With that out of the way, I will still give you my honest thoughts. I have lots of those. If you're watching this video at the time of release, then you have until June 9th to check out the Kickstarter for these. Now, as of recording this video, there's an early bird special where you can get one set of these keycaps for $129 US. That's a little bit expensive, but I would consider these unique enough that paying the price of a GMK set is not that crazy. However, the kitting for these is not very good. It covers most basic layouts, like a basic 75% and 65%, but you're gonna have some trouble if you're running some other stuff. I won't go over every specific keyboard here as that would take forever, but just take a look at the kit before you back the project. Speaking of taking a look, let's take a closer look at these keycaps. You've been seeing them in the background this whole time, and wow, these are pretty glossy. So you're seeing the white version right now, and they have a bunch of other different colors and ones with legends, aka the letters. You have colors like indigo, red, canal blue, pink, black, white, and crazed. Unique? Crazed? Which is the blue one that you can see here. Crazed. What? Should I be worried? Now, let's just go ahead and bring out... Oh my gosh, is that Mr. Coffee Scale? I haven't seen you in videos. It's been 6 months. Wow, so with the return of Mr. Coffee Scale, we're actually weighing things on this channel again. And one top row keycap weighs 4.3 grams, one middle row keycap weighs 3.4 grams, and one big key weighs 8 grams. You're probably thinking, Hipyo, that means nothing to me. I have no point of reference for that. Well, okay, a normal top row keycap weighs 1.7 grams, 2.9 grams for a big one. It's basically double to triple the weight of a keycap depending on the keycap that you're looking at. But that might also be why these are so thawky, because there's a lot of material in there to absorb the sound. We'll talk about that soon. Yeah, I know we're saying thawk again, thawk. Now I'm too lazy to flip these over, so I used a little bit of magic, and now let's take a look at those stems. What's going on there? Well, you're probably wondering how they make these ceramic keycaps, and I honestly don't know, but the normal keys have a normal stem, and then the bigger keys have a plastic insert, which I find very interesting, but it leads to a really interesting sound on the modifier keys. Now, they say they're going to be shipping by August of 2022, but I would always be a little bit skeptical of any Kickstarter. Like, expect it to take a year or so. However, if these do work out, I think it'd be very fun to make a custom keycap set using ceramic keycaps, maybe with like Infinity Delight that you see here on the left. That was my keycap set. Maybe we'll get a little Bobby guy on one of these guys. Okay, fine. I've got packing to do. You've got more Hipyo tech videos to binge. Let me go ahead and just put these keycaps on this keyboard here. Now, the only thing different about this install process so far is that they require a lot more force. And yeah, I'm gonna make you watch me put every single one of these on. Every last keycap, just like the switches. There's no magic here. Magic can't save you. Okay, no. You're actually totally fine. But I am gonna interrupt this with a little bit of some issues. Because the modifier keys were heavier, I did have to lube my stabilizers a little bit differently, and they still ended up a bit ticky. Now, you could probably tune your stabilizers perfect, but there was a bit of a wobble and a bit of tick that I'm not sure if this was the prototype or the stabilizers, but yeah. Eventually, I was able to fix it with a lot of Permatex dielectric grease, which I'll have linked in the bottom left. And yeah, I'm testing a new YouTube feature, so it's in the bottom left. It's that View Products button on the actual video, not the description. Try it out. And here's where we hit our first roadblock. Let's go, roadblock time. Wait, this is like the second, okay. Big disclaimer here, this is a prototype spacebar. They are aware of this issue and they will be fixing this in the final version, so you shouldn't have this type of problem. So you know how I said I was using these red switches to test to see whether or not these keycaps could support the lighter springs? Well, the spacebar does not return, it does not go up, it is too heavy. It's hard to convey how heavy the spacebar is. I could bring out Mr. Coffee Scale, but that would mean nothing to you. Essentially, the prototype spacebar is just too heavy. And they said you just need a 70-gram spring, so I got my Gateron Oil Kings, which have that basically, and I was gonna put that to the test. Normally you'd think, oh yeah, Gateron Oil King, heavier spring, that's what they said, it would be fine. Wait, what? It's still not working? It's even with the heavier spring? What? Are you kidding me? Is this what? At this point, I was live streaming and I froze up. What am I gonna do? I was supposed to build this keyboard. This is not working. How are they ever gonna hear a Thocky spacebar? How do I get around this? I don't have any heavier springs. I'm Hipyo Tech. I use light springs. No! So I had to go somewhere no Hipyo has ever gone before. The drawer of doom. I had to pull up my pajamas for this. Yeah, I know my pajamas have holes. I was attacked by a bear. Please stop commenting about it. Or actually, you know what? Leave a comment about it. It really helps the engagement on my videos. Thank you so much. So I thought back to the drawing board. What is a heavy spring? Oh, a pen.
Wait. I found the pen spring. I found it. I found it. Look. The pen spring. Ah! Okay. I found it again. And it's for a pen. And it's really heavy and I got it. Look at it go. Wow, okay.
So yeah, I'm recording this with a cold and I was filming that with a cold. Still have a cold. Anything dumb I do in this video could be contributed to that. So fun fact about pen springs is they're very heavy. Like, very heavy. Way heavier than any keyboard switch. So now we might have the opposite issue of it never going down, but we had to solve another issue with the prototype spacebar of the stems not quite fitting normal stabilizers. I just solved that with some tape. That's a normal tape mod type of thing. But yeah, seriously, look at this, dude. I am using all of the force in my Hipyo Tech rock climber fingers, by the way. I rock climb, by the way. And barely can press it down like this. Little bit worried about the spacebar, but the spacebar's heavier, so it'll make it easier to press. But will it work? Will the keycap return? Find out next time on Hipyo Tech. So magic is here, and I'm just gonna put these back on. There you go. Who knew that's all we needed to do? We could have saved 11 whole minutes of YouTube content. That's crazy. You know, but if we did that right at the beginning, we wouldn't have shared these moments together. And there were some real special moments, putting on some potty keycaps, some porcelain keycaps on. Or ceramic, sorry. And first thing I noticed is this board is substantially heavier. In fact, it's now 4 pounds. My overall impressions of these things is they are incredibly clean. They look very nice, very shiny at certain angles, which you'll see in this B-roll footage going on in the background. In my opinion, they sound really good and really deep. However, that's completely subjective and you might absolutely hate the sound of these, so you know, go at your own pace. But we haven't even talked about the coolest part about these whole keycaps is that they are shine through. In just by existing, they're shine through. Look at this. This is the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Literally on the live stream, you can watch it back. I was freaking out. Real impressions. However, it's not all good. I think the texture on these things being so glossy is genuinely terrible for gaming. Like, if you want to get these for gaming, I hated it. I do not like to game on these. I think they are too glossy and too slick. If you have little sweaty gamer fingers like little Hipyo guy here, they suck for gaming. That's my opinion though. There you go. Imagine a fully polished GMK keycap set from years of gamer grease just going like that's these guys. But I know some people actually like slick keycaps, so if you're one of those people, man, this is like the best keycap set to ever happen to you. So we've got some check marks here. They look good. They look really good. And they also sound good. And they look good. The spacebar issue will be fixed with the final rendition, as long as they actually ship it, because it's a Kickstarter. And the feel is not so stellar, but that's like my opinion. The price is, albeit pretty expensive, but there's literally nothing else to compete with it. so they can kind of charge what they want and say screw you. Would I like to see a set like this around $80 instead of $130? Yeah, that would be a lot better. Anyways, I'll leave you with a sound test comparing PVT keycaps to the ceramic keycaps on the same board. Different switches, by the way. Please watch the whole thing to support my YouTube algorithm overlords. And then if you enjoyed your time here, maybe click on one of those other videos of mine and check out some of those other videos. They're pretty good, I swear. I spent a lot of time making them. All right, bye!